Some of you might already know this, but empty closets don't hold nearly as much as closets with shelves. So let's add some simple plywood shelves to this linen closet and find out just how many more times I can say closet in this video. The big box stores and Rainforest River sell shelf support brackets, but I'm cheap, so I shopped in my scrap bin instead. I ripped them down to the same width for uniformity and trimmed them to length. They're all smaller than the true closet dimensions, so I don't have to fight to make them fit. Here's a trick when cutting boards longer than your crosscut sled base. Clamp a stop block to your table saw fence well in front of the blade. Use this to set your board position. Then when you slide the sled forward, you lose contact with the fence, so you don't run the risk of pinching or twisting anything and getting kickback. Measuring bracket locations is easier with a laser level. I love this Dovo level that I was sent to try out. The 360-degree horizontal and vertical lines make layout easy on any surface, and it's plenty bright enough to use inside. I didn't put much thought into the height of the shelves. Honestly, I just copied the dimensions of the linen closet for our other bathroom because those shelves work great, if it ain't broke and all that. Next, I measured and marked the locations of the studs in the wall. One slight complication is this sliding door. I had to be careful not to drive in screws anywhere that would interfere with the opening and closing. I pre-drilled and countersunk the screw holes for each one of the brackets. I did this part down in my workshop so I didn't get sawdust all over my brand new carpet. Then I installed them all. Jamming the screws into the holes in advance makes it a lot easier to hold them in place. And even though I marked everything with a laser, I still used a bubble level to make sure everything lined up. With the shelf supports installed, I started cutting the shelves. 3/4 inch paint grade plywood, nothing fancy. What the heck am I thinking here? Do I have delusions that I'm as strong as Eddie Hall? Don't be like me, everybody. At best, this would have resulted in crappy cuts. Worst, I'm in the hospital. This is what track saws are for. Fortunately, I came to my senses before I got hurt. Again, I cut the shelves smaller than the closet can technically hold, so I didn't have to fight with anything. I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I love not having to carry the boards up and down the stairs while I try to trim them to perfection.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Now they're cut smaller than the closet can technically hold, so I don't have to fight with anything and carry them up and down the stairs again. These aren't a high-touch piece of wood or anything people will see, but it's still good to give it a quick sand. I got to try out the 3M Cubitron mesh sandpaper for the first time on this project, and I was very impressed. Fast and smooth, and left behind almost no visible dust. I did all the shelves with one sheet, and it still seemed usable when I was done. With sanding out of the way, for now at least, I moved on to edge banding. There's no excuse for leaving the visible edge of plywood shelves unfinished. Edge banding saves lives. And marriages. If you're intimidated, it's easy. Cut the edge banding an inch or two long, lay it out, iron it on, press it on with a block of wood, and then do it again just to be safe. Take your time, and if you find that a piece of the edge banding comes up, just use some CA glue to hold it back down. Then sand or trim the excess. You can trim it with a chisel or a flush trim bit in the router, or you can just get one of these edge band trimmer doohickeys. They're pretty cheap. When the edge banding was done, I gave everything another quick sand, and then it's on to finish. I almost didn't bother to poly these, but I figured they're going to hold a lot of bathroom stuff, so if anything spills or leaks, it'll be easier to clean up. This time I tried something new, rolling the polyurethane on. It's definitely faster than brushing, but it's almost impossible to work out the roller marks. I don't think I'll roll it on again after this project. I really need to just get up for spraying because, God, I hate brushing so much. A couple coats and some drying time later, I was able to install them. Tilt to get them in and work from the top down. The highest shelf is half the width of the others, so we can access it. And that's it. This is a straightforward one-day project if you don't poly the shelves, 2 days if you do, and if you have a kid sick home from school. A few hours of work for all that glorious storage. Time to buy more toilet paper to add to our hoard.